like we have season in our lives. We are not always the same. Sometimes we
Yeah.
are more expressive. Sometimes we are more um, down to earth. Sometimes, like to allow ourselves to be flexible and
Yeah.
gentle with ourselves, and to allow that we can be different from year to year or month to month.
Yeah.
A bit about myself. I'm Andrea. I'm from Romania, and 5 years ago, I decided to start traveling the world. I had no clue how, but I just did it. And this is what I've been doing. I've been mostly traveling in Europe, in community places, in co-living spaces, and what I do that allow me this, I
Yeah.
work in social media marketing and community building.
I love it. I love it. And co-living is something that I am very curious about, and I want to hear more about it. But I want to ask, if we just rewind a little bit, do you remember when was that time, or what was the time that you said, I want to travel the world? This is what I want to do. And
Yeah,
also, has your way of traveling like changed over time, or not really?
yeah, definitely. I think my thirst and hunger for traveling started since I was a kid, since I was reading those encyclopedias, those books with pictures from all around the
Yeah.
world. And I grew up in a very small rural village, limited in all aspects, and I got inspiration from books. Well, later on in my adult life, actually as a young adult, as a student, I got the opportunity to do some cultural exchange programs in the United States during summertime, work and travel. And I've been, when I was 19, 20, 21, I've been all by myself in the United States. I can say that I'm grateful that I was so careless, so naive, so innocent about all the preps, and I just jumped in because that
Oh, yeah.
showed me how big this world is and how small actually I am and how much is there to uncover. But my
Nice to see.
relationship with traveling started since I was very young, and it started with thirst of curiosity, exploration,
Yeah.
see the world with different eyes. But
Yeah.
nowadays, what changed is that I like to travel more slowly. If I go into a country, I like to stay for a while to really get to know that culture, to make some connections there. So not just hopping from a place to another, but more like
Yeah.
immersing.
Staying and taking your time. That's awesome.
Mhm.
I think that that's something that we kind of feel once, like we start very curious and wanting to go everywhere, and the fastest we go, the more we are going to know. But I think that when you start realizing that you are really not knowing the place when you go that fast, you start right, like slowing down is actually the best way to know the places. I feel.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
especially if you get to connect with some people in those places. They
Yeah.
get to tell you things that you cannot find them in books or in apps, or the little things, the unknown
Yeah.
facts or way of those locals are living that they can share with you, and you actually get to see
Yes.
their world through their eyes.
Yes. And also you can find that information in Google, for example. It's like you need to ask the locals, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. To have time to really absorb the environment.
I
Yeah.
love it. And we were like talking the other day, and I love your journey, how you started, and how you actually made a decision that
Mhm.
it was not easy, because when you make those kind of decisions, it's never easy. You are putting yourself out there to
Yeah.
the unknown. And I would like, you have this vision for your life, what you wanted it to be, and how you were not feeling that comfortable, maybe, or I don't know, that happy with the life that you were living, and you decided,
Mhm.
okay, I'll go all for it. I would love to learn more about that journey, and how it
Hmm.
felt for you, and what was the hardest part, and what has been the most satisfactory part of the journey so
Hmm.
far.
Well, I'll try to summarize it because now that I'm looking in retrospective,
Yeah,
I can see all of those micro steps that happen along the way. But I feel
yeah,
like there were some pivotal moments that really moved the needle. And well, the whole vision, as I said, started since I was a child, and I had in college some
yeah,
experiences. There were like some nuts, some seeds. Hey, you can do that, you can do that. But from an idea to actually take steps towards that vision, some of the things that happened. Um, well, one time I was kind of a bit like lost in my beginning of my 20s, didn't know who I am, what I want. And um, I found my way by doing personal development. And I've been through some workshops, really interesting workshops back in Romania. They were about the power of the past, the power of the present, and the power of the future. It was a mix between
yeah,
pragmatism and spirituality.
yeah,
And um, I've done the past, I've done the present workshop, and in the future workshop, it was all about taking action towards your vision, what needs to happen. And I
yeah,
said it like, and this was like a group workshop. We were 16, 20 people in one room, and each and
wow,
one of us need to come in front of the group and say, hey, this is my boldest, craziest idea that I would like to do with my life. And I came in front and I
yeah,
said, look, guys, I my biggest dream is to travel the world because the world is so
I
big
love it.
and I don't want to stay just here. I want to see other cultures. I want to taste different foods. I want to see different landscapes. I want to speak different languages. I want to travel, but I don't know how. And then they started to ask me questions like, okay, so when would you like to do that?
Mm.
I would like to do it in 8 months from now. I just spit out random data.
Answers.
Yeah, answers in 8 months. And what would be the first country that you would like to do? I don't know, maybe I would like to go in Bali because Bali was the heaven for digital nomads. Okay,
Yeah.
what is the first thing that you need to do? Well, I will need to have some money aside so I can buy that ticket. And I realized the process of bringing my ideas in the world through my words um, made me to keep myself accountable to myself, but also to the others. And because I said that, and then after the workshop, people came to me and then started to feed in into my idea. Hey, but what if you would do that? But what if you will find some answers there? They started to help me. The group, they started to help me.
That's so
And yeah,
interesting.
yeah, th this could work. Yeah, this could work. And I went back home and my brain started to think so much about it.
Yeah.
And I knew I want to start traveling the world, becoming a digital nomad. But I don't have the money for it. And I'm also afraid of doing it, like, okay, so what now?
Yes.
What do I do with my whole life here? And
Mm.
then this was the second definitory moment in my life that I was 26 when I took this decision, and
Yeah.
no, 25 when I took the decision. That I'm so young. What would be the biggest regret of my life when I'm gonna be 50 or 60? That I didn't take a bold decision. And anyway, I'm gonna do it for a short period of time. I'm gonna do it just for a month in my life. I'm not going to give up on everything that I'm having. So this was the psychological trick that allowed my brain to take the action. Hey, it's just for a month. You can come back anytime to what you want.
Yeah.
You can it's you're not just throwing away what you have built so far, which is not that
Yeah.
much when you're 25. And that was the second biggest decision. So in the end, what happened? I didn't depart it 8 months later, but 5 months later. I didn't depart it in Bali, but I went closer in Europe, in Spain. So it
Yeah.
happened. And I said, you know what? Just for a month, and here I am 5 years later. Like the world came to me, unfolded to me
Yeah.
in such unexpected ways. Yeah, this is the long
I
story short of
love it. I love that story. That's amazing. And what was this program? Like, I feel that it's so
it.
interesting.
Yeah, but well, so the program is in Romanian. I don't know if they
Oh, no, it's
developed it in
international.
English. It's called Createra. The guy himself, he has like a very interesting story. Grew up like in a native tribe in the United States for a while and
Yeah.
learned all of these um ways of living. As I said, it's a mix between pragmatism and spirituality. I am more a pragmatic person, but some things, can, I don't know, there are some things in life that you cannot really explain them with realities. You just
Yeah.
you need to believe in something greater than what you can see.
Yes.
And yeah, really, really good workshops. Yeah.
And I feel that it's also so interesting that you look for a way to give your body or your, like to feel safe in doing this, your mind, your body, like everything, like, okay, we are going to be good because it's just going to be 1 month that we're going to be
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we have like little different tweaks for our brain. But now that I'm really thinking about it, I think the power of the community, the peer support is really, really helpful because
Yeah.
the environment I grew up in, it's limited and people they do not dare to dream outside of the traditional path.
Yeah.
They do what they know what to do. And then if you have
Yes.
a crazy idea, hey, you know what? I want to quit my job and start my own company.
Yes,
Hey, you know
exactly.
what?
It's like you're
I want to
crazy.
travel the world.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, are you crazy?
Yes, I
No.
know that. Yes. Yes, exactly. I can feel, I can see myself in your words. Yes. Like
Yeah.
even
You
when you
need
have
people.
close friends and family and people who love you, like basically because it's not because they don't want to believe in your dream or like or be with you, but they can't understand it because they are still in
Yes.
their safe zone and they can't dream or have the image that you are having. So it's not like they don't want to be there for you. It's just that they can't really,
They're
you
afraid.
know?
They put their own, like fears,
Yeah.
limitations on you. This is not bad intended. Yeah.
Yes, so I agree that it's very important to find the people who can be or share this kind of dream with you and feel the support from another side, maybe that you didn't have at the beginning. So it's a
Yes.
bit from everywhere.
I think one of the important things that I've learned is that whatever you think and dream of, it is possible. It really is. But if
It
it's
is.
in the beginning phase, you need to be very protective because it's like a baby, right? Just keep it
Yeah,
close to you. You nourish it with the knowledge and the resources you have yourself. But then if you want to expand it further, you need the support of the community because we grow faster when we are sharing with others. We go faster, grow faster,
yeah,
and better. But you need to be careful to whom you share these ideas because
yeah,
if we are not confident in what we believe in,
yeah,
this dream
true.
can be diminished. Yeah.
I love it, Jet. And what would you say has been the most challenging part of taking this decision and the most rewarding one?
Hmm. Well, a constant challenge is that the fact that I'm missing my family. I do not see myself going back to Romania. I feel like I outgrow that environment so much, and I feel this gap between my former life and my present life. It's so, so big, and I'm just miss, I wish more
Yeah.
closeness with my family, also physically, but also mentality wise, which is not.
Hmm.
And this is the challenge
Yeah.
that I'm having right now, coming to an agreement with, the fact that we are different. And Another challenge that I had was a financial challenge, professional and financial challenge,
Hmm.
because
Yeah,
uh, in Romania everything is like lower. The cost of living are lower, the salaries are
yeah,
also lower. But with my lifestyle that I'm traveling so often, I live in Germany and then I'm gonna move in Spain. You need a higher income as well, and I
hmm,
realized that I also had a financial limitation in my brain on how much I can earn. Therefore, for a long time, I was
understand.
unhappy with my work and all of that, and that was something that I overcome. So until I found something that it really satisfies me, it took me a while being in this journey. But one of the most rewarding things that I had since I'm on this journey, wow, I increased my network of friends. I found my second family since I started traveling.
That's
People
great.
are so nice. Really, when you travel around the world, you'll always find people that are there to support you, to understand you, um, to cheer you on the way. And sometimes that you just
True.
need just that. And I feel so secure right now that I know that if I have a problem, I have someone there that is willing to be there for me, and community. I think this is the most rewarding part of my journey so far.
Yes, I agree with everything you say. Yes. Like, to me, when I started solo traveling, I was also very surprised that I thought that, solo traveling, like the world says solo, so you're going to be solo most of your time, but it's actually not like that because people are always open to help you, to be there with you, to share a conversation, a moment. I love that so much. Yes, I totally feel your words there. It's amazing. So following this line, Andrea, now that uh, you still in marketing, but traveling has shaped your professional journey.
Oh,
How does it work now? How is it
oh
today?
man. I'm so happy with my career right now, really. That was a struggle. As a freelance marketeer, I worked for all sorts of clients. Just one client, like one solo player in their business, or a very small startup. I tried different jobs as a freelancer, and of course, it was a identity crisis at a point professionally, because
Mm,
I myself personally cannot uh, not be involved emotionally in the job that I'm doing. And also, this is something I learned about myself, that you do not really need to um, uh, you do not really need to fit in a form. You can be your own form. For example, if for me it's important that my values align with my job, and I want to be involved that way with my feelings and my values, that's okay. I do not have to treat it separately as in a box, as other people
yeah,
do, and they say it's healthy. No, good for you, but I want a job that really feels and feeds into what I believe in, which is a company that does something good into the world, that values community,
yes,
that it's an inspiration for the community. Finally, after 7 years of being a freelancer, just last year in 2025, I found some clients that I'm really happy to work with, because they align with what I believe in, meaning that one company is helping people to land remote jobs, and this is something I really want to inspire my friends too. Hey,
yeah,
get a remote job because you have all of this freedom. And the other client helps people to live in communities in Belgium. Expats coming in Belgium, they seek community, and they offer share living spaces where people can live together and have a community. So if you move from another country and you are alone,
yeah,
it's so much better if you live with other people and not just by yourself. So um, how my travels shaped my professional path was, in one hand, I discovered skills about me that I didn't know that I have, or that I'm
yeah,
talented at, because marketing was something I chose, but community building came to me. So then I found a
Yeah.
path that combines both, and both of them reflect through these two clients that I found them because of my travels. Connections. Ah, I found a guy that he knows
Yeah.
that the other person, and so
Yes.
on. Networking, it's super powerful.
So, my question here, I know that you are a super experienced co-liver, and I want to know more about that. I've never been, I never had an experience at a co-living. I'm really curious about it.
Yeah.
But I was also like wondering, I want to hear about your experiences in the co-livings, but also as you are so experienced, how would you like recommend people who've never been how to choose their first co-living because they are long stays, and how
Mhm.
do you know like you're going to be like comfortable a whole month or more time in in a place
Mm.
sharing with people? Like I would love to learn
Yeah.
everything about it.
So, co-livings, I love co-livings. I feel that they really launched me into the life, let's say, in all sorts of aspects. How I think about myself, how I think about the world, about the people. I love co-livings overall. For me, that will always wholeheartedly recommend them to everyone. But to identify for yourself if this is something you would like to experience, you need to know some things. So, first of all, you need to understand that a co-living is a shared space with between 5 and 15 people. So, are you this personality that loves to be around people? Are you willing to share, to open up? Are you willing to set your own boundaries? Because a co-living can feel like a lot of fear of missing out because there are so many things happening, so many interesting people with different stories, and you want to hear them
Yes.
all. And if you not know if you don't know how to say no, or I'm sorry, I need some privacy right now, but you do not necessarily need to tell them out loud to everyone, hey, I'm sorry, I
Okay.
cannot do it. No, but to be okay with yourself, because in co-livings you have privacy. You have your own
Okay.
bedroom with your own bathroom, and what's shared is the co-working space, the living area, the kitchen. This is
Alright.
what you share. And if you're okay with yourself saying, no, I'm okay tonight, I'm not going to the dinner, or I'm not going to that hike, I'm totally fine without feeling guilty that I might miss something out,
Yeah.
then you might be a good fit for co-livings. Then, when it comes to choose a co-living that you would like, the great thing is that co-livings usually have a minimum stay of 2 weeks, 1 month, and you can stay
Hmm.
however you want. Just give it a try. I think, in my experience, the sweet spot is 1 month because you
Yeah.
have time to arrive. You have time to connect with the people, with the rituals that are happening there, the
Hmm.
routines, the spaces. So 1 month, 2 weeks is a bit too short, but 1 month it's perfect. For you to know that there are so many co-livings out there with different topics. There are co-livings focused more on nature, some more focused on giving back to the communities, others focus more on spirituality, other co-livings they have thematic months.
And
Yeah.
when you started traveling, you decided like directly to go to start with co-livings, or was something that you learned after going to, I don't know, hotels or Airbnbs or different places, and you decided one day like I want to experience a co-living?
I had no clue what a co-living is. I had no idea what a co-living is.
Yeah.
No, I just knew that I want to travel the world. And because in the beginning I couldn't afford it. And I discovered that the way I can travel the world is through volunteering. I went on this website called World Packers, where hosts in various areas from
Yeah.
all around the world. They offer volunteering opportunities, and you can choose based on your skills. And then I looked at all of those social media marketing volunteering opportunities, and
Mhm.
I stumbled upon Anseu Co-living, a rural co-living in Spain, where the description made me to apply. The description was, would you like to live and work in a place where other freelancers, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, remote workers are coming together throughout the day. They work on their own projects, but every evening we have dinners
Nice.
together. In weekends we go hiking or doing some movie nights, whatever. And that was, wow, this is so cool. I would love to experience that. Um,
Yes.
and when I got there, I saw, wow, actually, there is a whole world of co-livings out there. I would like to explore more.
I love that story. Yes, like that description would have also made me want to to go there. Yes, for me, co-living is also a new word that I discovered like a couple of years ago. So yes, maybe that's why I haven't experienced a co-living yet because it's like very new to me. But yeah, you know, like how everyone says like traveling can be life changing. I
Yeah.
guess it has been for you too, but I just want to ask if you have like maybe one or two experiences or like special memories that have been, I don't know if life changing, but like are staying with you, like have been like very important in your journey.
Oh, I have so many experiences. Um, I'll share maybe one, and maybe
Yeah,
then the next one will come that are very important, that were very important to me.
yeah,
Um, so in one of my places that I've been traveling to and lived for a while and got to connect with those people, one of them, she was psychologist. So she had
yeah,
this great understanding of the human psyche and really nice, kind woman overall. And I was going through a very tough time, breakup, and
mhm,
I just exploded. I started to cry, and I felt very low. And she just asked me to come aside and asked me what happened. And then by the things that I shared to her, I realized how insecure I was, even in believing that what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling is even true. That low confidence I
yeah,
had. I couldn't, in that place I was in my life, I was not able to process some experiences that were coming in my life and to learn from them and move past from them just because I couldn't allow myself to really understand that what's happening to me and what I'm thinking it's legit, it's real. Because
yeah,
the way I grew up was always to suppress my
yeah,
thoughts, to suppress my feelings, to not share anything. It's wrong,
sure,
be tough, be strong, don't that, that, that. And of course, it became like this rigid box that was, if I couldn't allow myself to feel it the way it is,
yeah,
how am I able to ever understand it and then learn something and move forward?
yeah,
No. And then it was such a moment because you can read so much about these things in books, but
yes,
it does never compare with the fact that if you have someone in that moment when the thing happened to give you the exact piece of puzzle that completes you, and it's just
mhm,
like a, I
right,
don't know, it felt like just such a I don't know, like a thing in my life that really changed me completely as a person. That no, Andrea, what you think is valid, it's real. So just having someone to tell me that I should accept what's happening, then I was able to,
yeah,
oh, okay, okay, I'm allowed to cry. I'm allowed to be this way. And that was possible because I was in first of all, I was able to let myself be, and then that person to step in and help me without any any strings attached.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, traveling helped me a lot to understand myself through the lens of other people and
yeah,
kind people. This is something that I notice that people are really nice because I grew up in an
mhm,
environment where you are told that people are mean, the world is big and mean, and anytime, anywhere, something bad can happen to you.
yeah,
And this cannot be further from the truth. Yes, you need to be cautious, you need to make a plan, you need to
mhm,
know,
yeah,
but that's why you analyze and you look at things and you can decide
yeah,
what's dangerous or not. Um, and another biggest lesson that I learned with my travels is that um, I feel that everything is possible for me right now. Like if
I love that.
I want to go next month in Asia and live in Asia for a month, yes, I can totally do that, and I can always
Mhm.
reinvent myself and to
Yeah.
keep my mind flexible and to adjust and to stay. Yeah, I think I would say that mindset flexibility is really important because um, things always change, and then if you want something better for your life, I think there people always want something to change or to improve. I think this is in our human nature to
Yes.
always want to expand. Otherwise, I feel like you become apathic if you lose
Yeah.
motivation.
Yes.
Um, and if you do not allow yourself to fail, if you do not allow yourself to, not things to be perfect, then you become rigid and then you lose motivation and then you become apathic and you lose appetite for life. But if you, as a matter, I met
Yeah.
people in my travels, in my experiences, that they were restarting a new chapter in their life at their 60s. And then I was there, 28, wondering, oh my God, that I do not have a house yet. Like, this is so stupid. Like there's not a timeline that we all should follow.
Yes.
You can have your own timeline. Yeah.
True. I love it. I love the three examples. Like the first one is so true. Like for some reason, not only for women, but men also, like after you, I don't know, you start primary school, maybe like you don't have to cry, or women are too sensitive, like you are exaggerating things and that. And for men, it's like you need to be tough. Men can cry and those things. So we learn, like, I think that everywhere. I don't know if there is a place in this world that we haven't been taught that. I don't know why. Society told
Mm.
us that we need to learn to suppress all those things. So it's so important what you said. And it's so like I think that it was the perfect timing that when you were feeling that way, that someone just came up, appear and just show you it's okay that you feel, and it's okay to understand your feelings, and that's so valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are
I
many,
love it.
many little experiences like this, like the idea of being perfect, to have the perfect, for example, in Romania,
Yeah.
cooking food is the ultimate prestige. When you invite someone to the dinner, if you do not have
Yeah.
like 15 dishes and the perfect salad, oh my God, you can get criticized for that. And then this idea of perfectionism was something I took with me. And then I got
Yeah.
to live in communities where I screwed up so many dishes. The idea in my mind was one, and what the result in the end was completely different. And then when I got the dinner outside, people loved it. And I realized nobody cared about what you had in mind. They care about the intention.
I love it. True.
Yeah.
So true. So true. Yeah, it's like I feel the same way, that traveling just opens your mind, opens your heart, like it shows you a different way to see the world. That because if
Yeah.
not, you have been like so inside your bubble that you couldn't really see what is it like
Yes.
being out there and seeing different things. So I think that's where it comes, this life changing, that it's like maybe a phrase that we repeat, but it's true, because once you start experiencing the world, seeing that people are not that scary, that there are more, yes, there can be bad people, but most are good people, and most are wanting to experience the world in a way that feels good, that feels that we can connect with each other. So I love it.
Yeah, most of people care about sharing and collaboration and contribution over competition. So yeah, definitely you can meet people like that in your travels.
Yes, I love it. Andrea, I don't know how we are 2026 already. I don't know how. Do you already have some plans, something coming up, things, dreams, or I don't know, something that you have
Hmm.
planned, or you do not like planning at all?
just a little bit, like bigger goals. So for 2026, my partner and I, we are moving to Spain and we are gonna have our own house there, which this is crazy enough. I don't know how this came into my life. I mean, I know how it came into my life, but feels so natural, feels so normal, like it's not something that I hold into it with my teeth and with my hands. It just happened and came naturally, and I feel like this is how life should be, things to come to you, in a, I don't know, maybe I might be biased or privileged or but I truly it's it, I don't know. I feel like it's crazy how it happened and doesn't feel weird at all. It's just natural. And to finish this step with moving there, and then another thing for me was to finish some dental work that I've been postponing for very many years, and I'm happy that I'm finishing now soon in March. And
Yeah,
this is really empowering for me. And then something that I came back to me recently after I established myself a bit professionally and financially for the past year and a
yeah,
half, because I told you this was something I've been working towards too. Um, I would like to refocus my attention towards my creative side because I really like to create. I would like to create an academy or a school where I can teach people all the things that I know about marketing
great.
and how to become professionally independent and working for yourself and traveling. So this is something I really am passionate about, giving back the knowledge that I'm having to other people.
Yeah,
And this is something that I'm having there, but I don't want to put so much pressure on me because I did that in the past, didn't work too well. And I want to be like a nice goal vision.
yeah.
Um, so let's
It's
see
a
how that
project.
unfolds.
It's a goal, and also
Yeah.
sometimes goals like evolve. Like the year starts passing month by month, and it starts change. So you never know. But it's a vision that you have, and I love it. Congratulations for the house. Congratulations for all these uh, changes happening in
Thank you.
2026. I think that's amazing. Andrea, thank you so much for joining me in this call. I'm really grateful, and I was just really looking forward to share your story, to learn all the things that you've been going through learning. And I think your story is very inspiring. So I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for joining me in this call. I'm going to be sharing also your links so people can reach out to you, get in touch, and ask you about co-livings, marketing, traveling, like like everything. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you to you, Vale. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing. I really hope the space that you're creating to welcome in so many people and to get inspired and to dare to dream bigger and to achieve their goals, and also for you as well to find the way you want to build your Instagram and the space that you're doing here. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you again. I'm really happy that I share my story, and I really hope it helps somebody one day.